Hello to all the girly whirlies, the folks and the folkettes. This is the look that we have done today. So it's like a super rose gold bronzy eye using the Natasha Denona palette. I am very impressed. You will see as the video goes along, but I've got some new favourites in my makeup routine as of these new products I've tried today. So if you want to know how I created this little look, carry on watching. This video is very random, to be honest. I just thought I want to sit, enjoy makeup again, and just use loads of new products that I've not tried before. I feel as though recently I fell off the bandwagon a little bit with being creative and like doing actual makeup videos because I've been so sidetracked by a million and one other things, literally. Not that I'm complaining, because I literally got so many exciting things going off at the minute, which I'm so grateful for. Literally, it's a bit of a dream. Things are just on high grounds at the moment. I feel very much on high grounds. So I'm basically just going to use lots of new products, including the palette that I showed you in the last video, the Natasha Denona one. So I'm just thinking like super bronzy, like rose gold, coppery goodness. That's what I'm thinking, which is pretty typical for me, to be honest, but I feel like I've not done that on this channel yet. So I'm introducing it right here, right now. Not every single product is going to be like brand new, but the majority will be. Some products, they just can't be replaced, so I'm not going to try and replace what's not broken. I'm just going to fill in my brows first of all with the Refy brow pencil by Jess Hunt. And I'm just going to skip through it a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing, but it's not boring at the same time. Okay, so brows are groomed and fully locked in place. I like to do brows first when I'm doing like an eye makeup look, just because I feel as though it really creates the shape of your eye almost, like you can really see where you're going with it. Just frames everything that little bit more than doing them after. Use a Laura Mercier concealer and just basically use this to prep my lid a little bit for shadow. Just popping that all over. You want to make sure as well when you're doing this, you bring the concealer the whole way out, because I'm going to be like smoking it out and working with shadows out here. I want something to be able to grip out here as well, not just like straight on the lid. So you want to bring it right in that inner corner and right out as well, so there's no harsh edges and lines. So yeah, as I was saying, I've just been so busy with like a million things at the minute. I'm just feeling very like positive, just feeling very high, on a high frequency, if that makes sense. I have been reading on and off sort of though, like The Secret, the book. I've been reading that just kind of in stages. It's one of those things where if one day you're feeling a little bit down, you're not really feeling like you've got anything to be positive about or smile about, that book really helps with changing your mindset and the way you think about stuff and like your perception on circumstances that happen, if that makes sense. Like if you've got something that's just happened and you like normally would kick up a fuss and start ranting and raving and thinking your life's over, you are basically multiplying that frequency, so you're attracting more negative energy to yourself. Whereas if something happens and you think, right, okay, that was supposed to happen, you see that as a positive thing and you work from it. That way you're attracting more positivity. And for me, that has been working so well. And I genuinely believe in manifesting stuff. Like the things that you manifest and think about is what you attract to yourself. Like everything that I have done, I have once manifested. Don't get me wrong, I've worked so hard, but at the same time, I have manifested a hell of a lot of things that have happened, or what I've done, or what I've got or achieved. So yeah, at the minute I'm just feeling very happy, and like a lot of things are going my way, which is good. So this is the palette that I'm going to be going in with. First of all, I'm going to go in with the shade Ridge. So this one, so it's like a nice mustard, like babysit kind of colour. We all love a bit of that. We all love a bit of that on our eyelids. So this is kind of like my transition shade that I'm going in with. Just with little tiny circular motions and a big old fluffy brush to blend all of that in. Once I've got less kind of product on my brush, then I like to start actually blending it all upwards and outwards. But first I just will pack the colour right where I want it and just get that pigment on. This is a really nice shade actually. So this is the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I think this was like £60, but for £60 might seem a lot for what it is, but it's such a sturdy palette, like it looks so expensive. The packaging of this is just like a dream come true, literally. It's so nice. So nice and sturdy. So with the transition shade, I like to build a few layers up of that. These shadows are blending so nice. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less, but yeah, they are very nice. This colour Ridge is literally perfect for me. Also, if you sat there thinking that I wear nothing else other than hoodies and tracksuits and sweatshirts, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. This is what I've got on today. It's a little corset kind of vibe, but literally I am living in this at the moment. Because why not? And I'm going to go in with this shade next. So the shade Suntan. I love the names of these. It's like a red tone. It's like a bear. This reminds me of like Cocoa Bear. If you know about Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek back in the day, this is a similar sort of tone to that. Literally, oh my god, Cocoa Bear. I've still got that eyeshadow from back in the day. Can you remember that eyeshadow? There was like Cocoa Bear, Chickadee. What was the orange one? Oh my god, I can't remember what the orange one was that I used to use literally all the time. I would use the same 3 eyeshadows every single day of my life. And I remember when I first started doing clients, and I literally thought that like that was the only makeup look I could do. So I just used to, somebody would be like, can I have cool tones? And I'd be like, yeah, okay, so orange then. I literally used to do orange in everyone because it's so flattering. Like I just find warm tones to be so flat, and I'm just basically deepening that socket a little bit with this colour, so I'm not blending it all upwards yet. And then when I've got less on my brush, I'll go slightly higher and buff it into that first shade a little bit. Then going back with that first shade Ridge and this clean brush, I'm gonna go slightly over that just to make sure it's all blended. So yeah, I'm just going backwards and forwards between these two colours to make sure that they're all buffed out. The only thing I will say about this palette, there's a lot of kickback. Can you see that? Which I don't massively mind, but I know some people do. But there's a lot of kickback like on the palette. Just means you might like waste a little bit of product, but it's not falling out actually onto my face when I'm putting it on, so that's the main thing for me. I don't mind that. The darker you go with colour, the smaller the brush you want to go, so that it doesn't look like you've just thrown it all on and you're still sort of getting those layers in. So I'm going back in with that clean, well, not clean brush, but this brush that I used before, and the first shade, so the shade Ridge, to blend it out. Last shade I'm going in with in the crease, just to further deepen it up, this will be the last colour I use and the darkest, is this one. So I've just used this one and that one, so those two. Now I'm going in with this one, so it's just a bit deeper and a bit more red. And I'm just going to focus this one like right in the outer corner, just for that depth. Normally I would wing my eyeshadow out as well with this bit, but I'm just going to keep it rounded today. That's what I'm feeling. Oh my god, it kind of matches my hoodie. Not intended, but I like it. Literally just packing that on right in the outer corner. And then starting to blend it in slightly when I've got less on my brush. And then instead of going back in with that first shade that I used, I will go back in with the second shade. So the second like Cocoa Bear, like warm sort of brown colour. I'll go in with this to blend this shade out. So I just go backwards and forwards between each shadow to make sure that it's all blended out. It is a very tedious process, I feel like, to actually get like a super blended nice eyeshadow, but when you've done it, the satisfaction is top tier. So for shimmer, I think I'm gonna do, I'm stuck between this shade and this one, but I think I want to do more of like a rose gold. Let's go with this one. So this is the shade True Copper, and I'm going to use my finger for this. I always find that shimmers work the best with fingertips, and then I'm just going to literally pack that. So, wow. Oh my god. I have never used anything that glides on my eyeball like that before. Wow. So nice. Honestly, that colour is beautiful. Literally like butter. This is the clean finger, by the way, that I'm using to like blend it upwards. Colour is lovely. Same on the eye. And then what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of this. So this is the Jordana T-shirt Base and Sparkle. And this is like a rose gold sort of shimmer, and I'm just going to pack that just very lightly though. Just press it for a little sprinkle of shimmer, because I don't want it to be as orangey as this is. I want it to be more like an actual rose gold. So basically this comes with the cream on the top, a little mirror, it's very cute, and then obviously inside it comes with the shimmer. So what I do is go with a flat brush like this for this side, so the cream side, just taking a little bit of that, putting it over top slightly, tapping off the excess. Wow! Like a fairy godmother. Using this fluffy brush so that it just goes on sporadically. My god, the glitter's everywhere. Like this. Just literally tapping it on. So that's more of kind of like the rose gold colour that I was looking for, rather than a coppery, like orangey colour. That's more of the sort of vibe I was going for, rather than the orangey one. That palette, the Natasha Denona, doesn't really have the colour that I'm looking for, like the dark chocolate brown, to smoke it out. I'm going to use this palette and this chocolate brown here. I'm going to go in and just line my lash line first of all with the Benefit Roller Lash. This is new as well, and I'm a massive fan. So, just literally popping this all the way across. This was like similar to the first ever look that I did on my first ever client, literally. This is what she wanted, like super warm rose gold shimmer. So I am gonna go and smoke that liner out a little bit. I'm gonna use the shade Intuition from the Stacey Marie Carnival XL Pro Palette. Also, don't mind my tan if you can see lines everywhere. I've literally just put it on my chest and not on my face, because it just weirds me out sometimes putting tan on my face. And I don't want to like mess up my skin, because we're doing good. Like that, rather than it just being, so that one just a bit more smoky than that side, just a little bit. I've been sent the cutest little set of lashes, so these are the two I've got to choose from. So we've got Demi and Aria from the Eye Candy collection. So I'm going to go with these ones. These ones are just more dense, like at the lash line, which I think I will probably prefer. I'm quite picky with lashes as well, so we'll see how we get on with these. Like picky with actually everything, to be honest. I'm the most chilled out picky person there is, I reckon. Like go to the nail salon and be like, right, I want this on this nail, like exactly what I want on every single nail. I know what I want. And then I'll sit there and be like, but do whatever you want. But don't do whatever you want, like do exactly what I've just said, but do whatever you want. So this is how the lashes look. You see that? I've just thrown them on the floor. Just use those lashes, and I've just had a delivery at the door. 4 more packs of lashes from Land of Lashes. How nice are they? So they've sent me the Naked collection. They are literally a bit of me, those lashes as well. Hang on. Literally obsessed. I would have used those if I would have known, but I didn't. Okay, so now let's move on to the skin. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in the shade 5. So straight under my eyes, I'm going to finish off my eyes before I go into skin properly. I'm going to use the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I'm just going to use this basically as a base for my under eye shadow. I like to bring it all the way out there as well. Blender to blend all of that out. I'm just doing the same colours, what I did on the top, on the bottom. So it all matches up. I'm not going super smoky because I'm not that kind of gal. This looks super weird now, but once the rest of my skin is on, it will look normal, I promise. And then my beauty blender to blend it out. I find that your skin looks so much more flawless using a concealer like this, like a cream concealer in a pot underneath your foundation, and then going in with just a regular stick concealer on top of foundation. Palette, use this little sort of like detail pointed brush and go in with that first shade, Ridge, straight under my eyes. Might actually just use this Ridge shade, you know. Just very, very lightly going under my eye with this. I like to bring it down a lot as well, my under eye shadow, because it just makes it look a lot more smoky. It just brings everything together. And then in the waterline, going in with this pencil, my new favourite waterline pencil, MAC Chromographic Pencil. Talked about this in my last video, but it's literally my favourite now. I love to use a nude in waterline. It just makes everything look so much brighter. This is NC15 as well, so it's like one of the lighter shades, more nude, neutral sort of shade than just like stark white. This is my all-time favourite lower lash mascara. If you've not tried this, look how fine the little comb is. I'm not sure if I showed you in my last video, but this is literally the best lower lash mascara. I'm not a massive fan of like bottom lash mascara, to be honest. I always just put it in the outer corners. In the shade 332C, so I obviously showed you this in my last video if you'd seen it, hoping, fingers crossed, that it matches. If it doesn't, nanas to it, I'll have to make it work. I don't like the pump on it, it's not like working properly. Why do foundations have a thing with like pumps? Just make it easy for us. So, ooh, that colour looks good. I'm using my beauty blender just to be safe. I actually really like that already. It's just covered that mole literally straight up. I'm only use the smallest bit. That colour looks so nice as well. Honestly, I did not even match myself up. I just picked the first shade that looked nice, and I think I've done a pretty good job. Literally, look at that. Foundation mature over here. That is so nice. Like, it's still got that luminosity to it as well, but it's literally covered everything that I wanted it to cover. I'm impressed so far. Let's see if it keeps it up while we add other products on top. So concealer, I've not used this one underneath my eyes yet. So it's the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion in the shade 3W. I really like the applicator of this. It's like a doe foot applicator. It's got product on either side, so it like gets the job done quicker. Like that. Okay, the colour's nice though. Nice and yellowy, that's what I like. So again, just use my beauty blender to blend all that out. Let's see how it blends out the coverage, because my NARS one has been irreplaceable for a pretty long time. Okay. Yeah, like it. So powder, I'm excited to properly try this one out because I've seen literally the whole world rave about it. The YSL powder. This is in the shade number 3. That's everywhere. And I'm pressing that right under my eyes. And bake as well, just to get the full effect, see how it works. Because we all know how obsessed I am with the Laura Mercier one. So if it can replace that and do a better job, round of applause, all I can say. It does actually look really flawless, that powder. My god, if I actually get a full new routine from these new products, imagine. I do have to set all my T-zone because I'm quite oily. So if I don't, I'm gonna end up like a massive grease ball. I'm sorry, but I've not got a new bronzer. I can't do that to myself. So I'm using the same old trusty MAC Dark Tan. I'm gonna do this while I'm letting that powder sit. Like, this is so finely milled that you literally can't even tell it's on your skin. Like, it doesn't go patchy. It's just so easy. I can literally do it with my eyes closed. Then I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and this MAC powder. I'm gonna bring it through my eyebrows. This is not necessary, but you know me. This is just to make sure that it's all cohesive, so that the bronzer in my temples blends in with the bronzer in my eyes. So I'm blending it all out there. And then for blush, I have the MAC Sunbask blush that I was talking about. I feel like this will look really nice with this look that I've got going on. That is nice. I mean, this like literally goes so perfect with this look. Tip of the nose. Of course. Then I'm going to wipe away that bake. Honestly, I don't know if you can actually see it on camera, but in real life, my skin looks so flawless, literally. Like I've got a filter on my face in that mirror. I'm going to clean up my bronzer under my little cheekbone. Highlight, I'm going to go with this one. This is the Illamasqua OMG Liquid Glow. I got this in the Look Fantastic Valentine's Beauty Box. The packaging of that, by the way, is actually insane if you've seen it on my Instagram. It looks like this. So I'm just tapping this in the high points of my cheekbones. Oh my god, how nice is that? Third time I think using it, and I wasn't sure whether I was gonna like it or not because it's not like a really golden undertone, but honestly I literally love it. I think I just love all this base, you know, like I'm gonna wear it for an hour or so because I can't keep it on for much longer and just see how I like it. But I am very impressed. Like, I am a fan of all these products so far. The highlighter, I don't think I actually bought a new powder highlight. Oh, I did. Champagne Pop. I've not used this on myself yet, only on models, so we will see the full effect right now. Okay, Champagne Pop. A big fluffy brush to apply, literally using a smallest bit. A little bit there. Oh, skin like butter, literally. Sorry. Lips, we're nearly done, literally. So onto lips, this is the Morphe Sweet Tea Liner. Sorry, this is not new, you already know. I'm gonna have to go into the situation. Get ready for the overlining here, about to go down. Moving on to my new favourite lipstick, the Belle de Jour. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this, literally. Look at that. Is that not the most perfect lip colour you have ever seen in your entire life? Literally. I can't get over it, mind blown. It's blown me out of the water. And then I'm going to go in with a clear lip gloss today. This is the Kiko #1 Hydra Gloss. So I just kind of want to keep the colour of the lipstick rather than covering it up. Last but not least, I've got the Morphe Mini Continuous Setting Mist to set my face with. This actually smells so nice. I used it yesterday. It smells like some sort of aftershave, so I'm just going to spray this all over. Oh, normally setting sprays smell so like, ugh. They smell terrible. The Urban Decay All Nighter makes me want to be sick every time I spray it. But that smells, literally I would spray that on my body instead of deodorant. It smells so nice. Honestly, I have shocked myself a little bit because I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out, whether or not I was going to like literally any of it, because I'm so stuck in my ways with the same base products especially. I don't know, I just wasn't sure how it was gonna go, but I will definitely be replacing some old products with the new products. I'm gonna see how it wears for a little bit, but that base looks, in this mirror, that base looks literally, looks perfect, like 10 out of 10. Little rose gold kind of vibe. I'm all about it. I'm all about. I need to end this video here before I just absolutely wreck the place, literally. I wish you could see my surroundings right now because it's a mess. Can you see that mess even in there? I have boxes on boxes on boxes of like stuff that I just get through PR. Just got nowhere to store it anymore, so I just move it from one place to another, to another, wherever I am located in the bedroom. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and got some new favourites because I definitely did. As always, if you've got any requests for videos, leave it in the comments and let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this look because I think I do. And I will see you all